Ya Allah, we thank you for valiant. Ya Allah, we thank you for what valiant has done for us. Ya Allah, valiant is what helps the youth. Ya Allah, without valiant we'd be nowhere.
What about Glenbard MSA?
Crap, forgot about that.
What is Glenbard MSA?
What's it about?
What?
I think MSA is really important because it brings all the Muslims in our school together. That's what we really need is unity right now. And yeah, I think that's why MSA exists, is to bring people together.
MSA is important because of the unique people that are in it. Like, there's some amazing people I've met through MSA, and like Madiha, for example, who's telling me this right now. And I don't know what I would do without them and the ideas that it itself.
There isn't really much in the media and stuff around them to get them into Islam especially. And so I think that MSA is important because it brings everyone back together. It gives you more knowledge, gives you more insight about your own religion. But most importantly, it just keeps you reminded about it because today's society is so far away from religion, especially here in America. But thanks to MSA, you know, you could always come back that day of the week and just get together again for the purpose of Islam.
MSA is important because it helps you learn new things every day and apply to it.
It's important because it helps you build your character as a Muslim. Not only does it help you build your character, but it also helps you define who you are.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Maaz Fitter, what have you gotten out of Glenbard MSA for the past 4 years of your zindagi?
Well, it's been 3 years, but what have I gotten out of it? I'd say I got out like a good amount of stuff. I got out things like, well, first of all, it's made me a lot more knowledgeable because of going to MSA weekly for the past 3 years. It's made me a better person as a leader, I'd say, because of the people that were there at MSA. They're really brilliant, they're a lot of fun to be around, they're a lot of fun to hang out with. It's made me a better person in general because it's wanted me to have a better attitude towards everyone.
I really got a feeling of brotherhood with my fellow Muslim students, you know, and I really learned a lot about myself and them. It was a very enlightening experience, and I know I'm going to keep these friendships for years.
Yeah, lifelong friends are great influences, and I've learned good morals for the future, being a good Muslim.
Alright, you're now talking to the vice presidents of Glenbard MSA. Big shots on campus. Alright, so I'm going to ask you a couple questions. So, what did you guys get out of MSA this year?
Basically what we got out of MSA is brotherhood and unity, because like if you have a good environment, like going to MSA every Thursday, you learn a lot of stuff, and from the speeches we got in MSA, I learned a lot. It was awesome.
I think what I got out of it is like the knowledge and like all of that valuable knowledge that I could like spread it, like the speeches sometimes that I gave. Like I think that's the best thing I could do, is to like help others out and also use the knowledge for myself also, like in my daily life. And I think that'd be good.
This is my first year from MSA, and so basically I was very new to MSA. I didn't know much about it. So when I first came, I'm like, I was wondering what we really do here. Like, what, like I hear so much about MSA, like what really happens at it. But then what I really heard is like that, like when I really saw like what you do at MSA, it's all about brotherhood, getting to know people and seeking knowledge and learning about it.
I've gotten a lot of things out of MSA. One of the things is I've learned a lot about Islam, and I've gotten closer to my Imam and my deen, and I've met a lot of amazing people.
So anyways, like I was saying, you know, one thing that I learned from MSA was definitely, you know, I got bullied a lot, and you know, I'm always you know, the odd one out, and people, you know, just you know, sorry. Okay, let's be serious. Let's be serious. Alright. So yeah, one thing I learned from MSA, you know, when you see a brother just coming next to you in the hallway, you know, you're going one way, brother's coming the other, you just go like, "Assalamu alaikum, man. How are you?" Right in the middle of the hallway, and then you gotta just don't care about anything. You keep the hallway, like the traffic going everywhere, you know, traffic stop. You're in the middle. You're the center of attention. You know, Islam. This is what Islam should be. Middle of the hallway. Don't care about anything except the brother next to you. And that's what I learned from MSA.
What I learned from MSA is like, actually I kind of have the same story as like Asif too. When I walk around the hallway, you know, people look at me and be like, "Man, like he's so good looking.
Like I want to be like him."
Yeah, everyone wants to be like me. I don't get why. I don't think I'm that good looking. Like,
just a bit.
Just a bit. All right. But when I come to MSA, I see Asif, I see Daniel right here, see him, and I think like, oh, there are good-looking people like me, just like me. People are as good-looking as me. So that's another good thing about MSA.
It gives you hope, right?
Yeah, it gives me hope. Like I'm not the only one that's good-looking. You know what I mean?
And that's a good Muslim too, you know? Because, you know, that goes hand in hand. When you're a good Muslim, you're also good-looking. You're good-looking in your iman.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
I think MSA has benefited us because we both go to Sunday school, and I feel like we learn the same thing every single year, and it's nice to come to MSA and learn something different, learn something more interactive that we can all discuss. And yeah, I mean, there's so many different things that I didn't know before I came into MSA, but now my eyes have opened.
Yeah, I totally agree, because we both go to Sunday school, and sometimes the things that we learn in Sunday school help us with all the discussions that we have in MSA, and it helps us become a stronger.
Having MSA every Thursday, it kind of gives you a reminder of how what really matters in our lives, instead of like school and education, because like the whole week we get sucked up in education and like worrying about tests and homework and stuff like that. But having like this every Thursday kind of keeps me grounded. How about you?
I think it just made me a better person, and just showing up and just listening to all the speakers, and just makes you a better person. Yeah.
Well, for me personally, I benefit from MSA because all of us come together as Muslims, and we all share different pieces of knowledge from our different backgrounds, so we can share whatever Islamic knowledge there is that they have, and we'll share whatever we have, and back and forth we'll benefit from each other.
I see many ways that I've benefited as a whole from MSA. Particularly, I've been able to understand and get support from various people in MSA and learn their perspective views on what they believe or how well they're doing Islamically. And also with that in mind, I feel like having an MSA in school, we've been able to come together as a community and find each other's weaknesses and strengths and collaborate together and make MSA a better place for all of us too.